Hello everybody, this is Shiva Ravindra. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain you 1 to 15 the important interview topic. So I am planning to give around 150 questions in upcoming 9 days. So today is the first day. So upcoming 9 days I am planning to give around 150 questions. Today I am going to explain you 15 150 15 out of 150 questions I will explain in this session. So day by day, tomorrow I will explain 15 questions, so that once we completed 10 days, so total 150 questions are going to we'll discuss. Okay, so we'll start this today's session. So the question number 1. So here you can see I am planning to give 15 questions for today's. Okay, so the first question, the first and major important question for any interview. So if you see, if you take any interview, so they will ask you definitely this question. If you put some experience means, they will definitely ask this question. Explain me your last project study title as well as primary and secondary objective in detail. So here I am explaining you two studies, the primary objectives as well as study titles, etc. thing, so that you can use this one. Otherwise you can take any reference from any other projects and prepare the study title and the primary and secondary objective. Here my study title is, it is a multi-center randomized double-blinded crossover placebo controlled phase 2 study. I am not mentioning any drug name here. So to access the effect of the particular drug A versus placebo on high sensitivity cardiac troponin release in patients who chronic heart failure after exercise when used in addiction of the standard of care. For example, here we are dealing with the heart failure related drug, so that will increase the lifespan of the patient. So this troponin release, so high sensitivity cardiac troponin is a one type of biomarker. So our drug is going to affect whether it is increasing that biomarker or decreasing the biomarker, that will depend. So based upon the increasing or decreasing, the heart failure chances are more or less is depending upon the particular biomarker. So here our objective is multi-center randomized double-blinded crossover placebo control phase 2 study of our drug A versus placebo. Parallelly they will give placebo as well as some patients they will give our active drug. So they will comparison whether if it is really affecting that particular heart stroke or not. We will decide based upon the placebo. Placebo nothing but it is a dummy drug. It does not contain any medication. Okay. So here the title itself, showing the randomized control. Randomization is a process. So before giving the treatment, just they will give one randomization number to the particular subject. Based on that number, so the subject is going to take the drug. Okay, that is called randomization. So planned treatments always, most of the time they will captured in the randomization schedule prepared by the SAS. Okay, what is double blinded? Here you can see the picture itself showing the doctor and the patient. Both the persons, they don't know what the drug is they are going to take, and doctor also don't know which drug is he is going to give to the subject. That is called double blinded. Single blinded nothing but the patient don't know the treatment, but the doctors and the sponsor will know. This is called double blinded. Here our study is a double blinded study. Okay, so crossover nothing but so crossing the treatment, each and every subject he will cross the subject. Means for example subject 1 is there, so the subject is taking the A drug in the period 1 means he is going to take the B drug. So the subject is taking the B drug in the first period means he is going to take the A drug in the second period. So that is a crossover. The subject is going to take how many periods, how many treatments are there. All the treatments, all the periods related treatment are exposure to that subject. Okay, so here our project primary objective is high sensitivity cardiac troponin release. So that is one type of biomarker whether our drug is affecting that biomarker release or not. Okay, so here how can we measure whether sorry, how can we measure How can we measure that cardiac troponin release? By using some tests like B-type natriuretic peptide test, or N-terminal pro B-type natriuretic peptide test, serum level of hard type fatty acid binding protein. So by using the test, we can figure it out whether our high sensitivity cardiac troponin release hormone, the biomarker, is releasing or not. Okay, what is the use of that hormone? To primarily detect, to diagnosis and evaluate the severity of heart failure, when it is increasing or decreasing more or less, so that will affecting the heart failure. Okay, so how can we measure this one and related to our primary objective? So the statistician was proposed us some efficacy method. So here they are proposing our efficacy method is the weight mean log transform concentration values of this particular NT-proBNP assess will be compared between two treatment by using student t-test. Means they will propose student t-test is the right procedure to efficacy to comparison between the placebo versus active drug, this hormone release. Okay, so the estimated treatment difference, 95% confidence interval, p-value will be represented in the table, efficacy table. Based upon the p-value, the statistician is going to figure it out whether our active drug versus placebo is really increasing or decreasing the cardiac troponin sensitivity hormone, and that will affecting the heart failure or not. Okay, so our secondary objective is, most of the studies secondary objective, we can figure it out safety related thing. So whether the subject is safe or not, we can check by this secondary objective. So adverse events and serious adverse events are presented in the table, and we'll check the adverse event table and death related tables and listings of vital signs, screening record, etc. things. We'll check and we'll decide whether the subject is safe or not due to this drug. Okay, so my second project objective is, so that is oncology. So it is the open phase 2 open label multi-center study of single agent, the drug, patient with relapsed cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. Previous study is a cardiac troponin, cardiac related. So it is a oncology related T-cell lymphoma. Okay, so in these cases the primary objective is overall objective tumor response rate. So overall objective tumor response rate, nothing but, so overall how many subjects are participated, based upon the our medication, how much reducing that particular patch size or that cancer cell size, cancer tissue size we can get, and we can do the significant differences there between the previous one and this one, and among how many patients are recruited for the study, how many subjects showing these results. So based upon that we can decide whether our drug is really affecting that tissue or that patch. That is our primary objective here. And the secondary objective is duration of response, responder patients, time to objective response rate, time to progression, safety, tolerability, etc. comes under secondary objective of the study. Okay, so how can you assess that primary objective here? So objective response rate is assessed by using series of instrument and assessment. So that is based upon the one score. So we can decide our drug is really affecting that particular patch or size. So we have a formula. So mycosis fungi, measurement of skins. So we need to measure that patch size or the plaque size or tumor size. So that will be evaluated by using MSWAT score. So based upon this score, we can assume that whether the patch is decreasing, increasing, or not increasing, not decreasing. We can find out this MSWAT score. So the second method of measuring that one is Sézary syndrome. So measurement of the Sézary cell counts we can measure whenever the subject is under the treatment. So we can assess it by evaluated the blood percentage of Sézary cells, how many are present, whether it is a decrease or increasing. So based upon that criteria, we have to decide whether the drug is really affecting or not. So second method. Okay, so this is my two projects, primary and secondary objective. So every time the interview people will expect this type of answer. So first you have to tell your project title, individual terms definition, and what is your primary objective and how you are going to achieve that primary objective, which method your statistician provided, and how to produce results are you are going to checking by using p values. And for finally secondary objective, so safety related data sets what you worked on, you have to speak up to 5 minutes so that interview people get so you have some knowledge on your projects. So most of the programs what they do is simply they started programming without understanding the primary, secondary, study title, etc. That is not a good practice. You have to read your document and then only you can start your project. Okay, this is the first question. The second question is, so this is one logic question. Okay, for example, subject 1001 taking A drug in visit 1 and B drug in visit 2 in crossover studies. Okay, and how to handle in the treatment related variable in a ADSL.